Hey, y'all, the last thing anybody wants is to settle for less or give up on what they love. Am I right? There are great things in life where it may feel like you need to lose something to get great insurance. Sometimes that might be true. However, that is not necessarily the case when it comes to State Farm, okay? State Farm knows the value of self-care. That's why they've got options like insuring your home and riding with surprisingly great rates on both to help you keep enjoying the little moments. These good neighbors can help you personalize your policy so you can continue doing the things you love. That might be a self-care night with a bowl of chocolate ice cream, binge watching your favorite shows, all these different streaming services that we all have scrolling through. Whatever it is that you love to do, get back to it with State Farm for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for your quote today. And let's start the show.
Well. Hey, girlies. Mama's home. We're back.
Period.
And I am Kid Fury.
And I am America's Problem. This is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you for joining us once again. So before we get started into,
Obviously.
I want to just check in. I feel like we can start the show again discussing just how we're feeling. I said, You know what? Matter of fact, before Black Excellence now, I'm going to start doing a wellness check. And that basically means just going back to before we were, plagued by exhaustion and scorn. And we used to actually say, hey, girl, how you feeling?
Speak to each other?
Yeah. At the beginning of the show.
Remember when we were human beings?
Yeah. So how are you feeling?
All right, that's a shot of honesty that people might not already be ready for, but I'm down for it. And honestly, right now I'm in a great space. I feel amazing. Someone really important released an album a few weeks ago that has really blessed my soul and has really been a balm for me.
Unbroken mine. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your girl's still in therapy and honestly thriving. Never been better in my whole life. How are you, friend?
New day, new me, new meds.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
New B. Striving and surviving. So I have been doing me. And I have, honestly, if you listen to the last episode, you already know what I have been dealing with and am still dealing with. I'm in a better place than then. I have taken the time to kind of focus on me, and I'm still doing that. I really wanted to wait until I felt good enough to do this. And I didn't feel like I was forcing it because I felt like if I forced it, then I would just end up back in the same place I was before. But I'm blessed. I have really good support. You came to visit. My mom came to visit. Candace came to visit numerous times. That bitch is crazy.
Shout out to Candace. Shout out to Candace, man. The real Alex just had her baby.
Yes, Alex literally just had a baby this morning. My whole life is weird right now.
Yeah.
Like everything's strange. But
rap shit came out, which I'm not even finna stand, but you already know how I feel.
We'll talk about her later.
Great. I'm so glad to hear that because you was bullshitting before, and I'm so glad
like, what?
I get to say something now.
Who's she? Rap.
You play too fucking much. We love it.
I just needed to. I needed to have that. I needed to.
Yeah, I know how you are. Yep.
I need to just have that. It's out. We'll discuss it in a bit.
Great.
But
amazing.
Thank you to everybody who has been patient and who's waited for, us to come start talking shit again and whatnot. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. Please continue to bear with me because I'm still in a really weird place. I'm still in a very strange place in terms of anxiety and depression and figuring it all out. So I've never really had too much issue sharing this journey with y'all. I prefer to be honest, especially since this is kind of like I think it's like a thing we all do together. So, thank you. And let's get into the festivities today, which is
this bitch.
I
don't know. How does she always know? How does she always know?
I cannot begin with Beyonce. There's no... she's one of one. She's the only one.
Yeah. Number one. Top two and not number two. Renaissance.
I feel like Break My Soul dropped like not too long after we disappeared.
It was right. Honestly, this entire rollout happened while we were gone, which is very Beyonce.
Yeah, it is. It is.
To be like, oh, who's on a break? Bitch, hold on.
They finally are shutting the fuck up. Amen. Now's the time. Let's do it now before they change their fucking fag minds.
When Break My Soul came out, it immediately went on repeat on my phone. I don't know what you hoes was going through, but as for me, Break My Soul was like it was like the exact way I had been feeling put to music that made me feel better about myself. Because I have been ready to give up on a lot of things for a long time. And then here this bitch come like, nope, it's not happening. Here's just a boost of strength for your sad, dusty black ass.
You're sad.
Here's just a shot of
ashy
motivation for your raggedy black ass self. Take it.
Poor.
And eat it up, bitch.
Unfortunate soul.
So Break My Soul was already giving me everything I needed. However, I still was not ready for Renaissance to come through and slap me in the face with her dick the way she did.
There's something
I was not prepared
about this rollout that has just been, and you know what? It has been, this woman right here really loves digging into our nerves because she knows at this point we just become accustomed to her dropping an album or something and then disappearing. And you know what I mean? Damn it, bitch. She just changes the game and does whatever the fuck she wants to. You are the one who came out of nowhere talking about surprise albums and visual albums and all this motherfucking goddamn shit, and everybody's just started doing the same motherfucking thing. And then there's all of a sudden Mama's like, no, you got a single. I'm not talking to you. Goodbye. The date's July 20th.
And as soon as this bitch, I'm so sorry. Because the nanosecond she put out a single, everybody else was like, let's adjust our release dates. I don't know if it's going to be before or after, but figure it out, bitch.
Umbrella had a writing credit already, so he just went ahead and dropped his whole album about 2-3 weeks before.
It Honestly Never Mind.
Exactly.
Like, let me get my streams up while I can. Because when the gays hear this real shit, they're going to forget about my shit. So let me just go ahead and do something for Pride. Hashtag Rainbow. Hashtag LGBTQIA++.
I told the girls, Aubrey dropped The Abbey and Beyonce dropped The Latex Ball. And if you know, you know. And if you don't, that's fine too.
Then you simply fucking do not. But yeah. And I even said when Honestly Never Mind came out, I was like, I can tell that it's not bad music. It's just not for me. I don't know what to tell you girls. I'm not resonating with this album. I give everybody's album a fair shake. And I just could not. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. It did not. I felt nothing. until I think it was the last song, the one that actually sounded like a rap
The one
track
that sounds like a hip hop
not
song.
like Drake being booked for a Pride festival. I was like, girl, not me actually liking the heterosexual cisgender bullshit. Like, why would you do
Drake,
this for me?
Drake end the album like, wait, hold on, wait, before you leave, wait. It's fine.
Fred
Calm
had
down.
to beg me and Jade, like, please listen again. I promise it's one song on there that y'all will like.
I enjoyed a percentage of it, and a lot of it also to me sounds like music that he probably listens to on his jet with other,
I'm sure.
rich people of various colors. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
And good for him. But like, he knew what was coming.
Yes.
And so he said, let me
course he
just
did.
go ahead and get mine out here now.
Drop that. Here it is. Next.
Yeah, and the gays did run it up for Pride. So
Sure.
congrats to
Pride
you.
Month.
However, the actual Ligga Bigga Tigga content was still to come.
First of all, I want to say, shout out to Uncle Johnny. God bless him.
Yes.
And may he
Real-
forever
Yeah.
be lifted and ascended.
Real have been knowing, but for Beyonce to like very deliberately and specifically call him out and be like, this is a love letter to the girls, including my Uncle Johnny, who like was fashion, was taste, was sophistication, was like the bar for me, and like introducing me to this entire segment of society that is so vital to everything we love. Like, y'all love to act like the trans girls is not doing nothing, the gay girls is not doing nothing. Y'all love to act like the queer niggas don't mean nothing when we are actually everything. So for Beyonce to release this Act 1, that is a love letter to the Alphabet Mafia, I was overwhelmed. And I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I was about to start talking about my first time listening to this and the transitions and all this. I don't want to skip too far ahead, but
we go the transitions. The album is just
God. How dare this bitch?
You can literally just hit play and lay back and close your eyes, and you won't know that you reached track 7 until you like look at it.
Correct.
It just goes. It goes.
Yeah. It's literally that. Tracks 1 through 6, it is not until Break My Soul goes into Church Girl that you hear a noticeable gap in the audio and you're like, oh, this is a new song. It's literally one continuous track. I looked up the first time I listened and I was on like track 3. I said, what kind of hoodoo
when did this
bitch doing? When did Cozy turn into Alien Superstar? You bitch. I'm thinking this is like a 12-minute long song. I hate her.
The way that she has just reached into the culture.
Yeah.
The way
and has
that
brought the girls like with her. Y'all not finna accuse her of appropriation or nothing like that, because she has brought the girls into the music.
So much so she had to take some off. The girl was just like, hey, like, let's party. But we'll get to that as well. What I'm saying is that this album for me as a queer black man, queer black person is so specific and so intentional that it's likely going to be my favorite body of work from her. I'm not saying best. Y'all can go and fight it out. For those of you who don't like one song or something and you're like, oh my God, B-Day exists, but 4. That's fine. That's okay. I am saying for me, as a black queen, this album is too black and too gay.
Yep.
For me to not just live. Beyonce, Giselle, harness the powers of Uncle Johnny and every black queen before her that has been stylish and empowered and has completely sat at the cornerstone of everything that you know about fashion and entertainment and style and grace. And she put all of that energy into her puss and recorded art. art, diamonds and pearls fall from my ass on a daily basis because I have listened to this piece of music.
Yeah.
Back to back. Like, I think maybe I listened to like Doechie's EP and that's it. I don't think I've listened to anything else since this album has come out. I'm so sorry. Megan, I'm gonna get around to it, I promise. This album has me in a headlock, not a chokehold. Yes. I am down.
Yes, exactly that.
Damn.
I've not been able to breathe right since she put this shit out. I wake up thinking about these lyrics. I wake up with these lyrics on my brain.
Like,
what kind of shit is that?
Have my hands crossed across my chest as if in a casket. And I rise up like Dracula reciting the lyrics to Alien Superstar. And you're not going to stop me anytime motherfucking soon, bitch. Period. Give me the visuals. Give me the tour. The tour?
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm there. Oh, bitch. You thought I was obnoxious before. Oh, my God. I'll say it.
Go ahead.
Since you won't, I'll say it. Not only is this my favorite Beyonce album, I truly believe this is Beyonce's best body of work.
There you go.
That's fine. I do. You can argue with me if you want to. I'm not likely to respond. You can argue with your mama. You can argue with God. You can argue with your pussy. It really don't matter.
That's fine.
This is some incredible shit that this bitch put out.
I'm going to stand beside you, friend.
Unfucking paralleled. The way this bitch... And that's another thing. Speaking of pussy and gays, Beyonce has clearly been dyking on the weekends. I don't know which one of you young ladies she's taken down. I don't know whose pussy she had a taste of. I don't know where she got her harness. But something has been going on with Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. I'm so sorry. It's clear. Because how is this album this goddamn gay?
This album is gayer than... I think it's better at being gay than me.
When I first heard Cozy and heard Maddie's ass in the background...
No, we're going to get to it. Because I'm doing track by track.
You're right. Track by track. Yes. And I'm excited to tell y'all which is my favorite and which is my least. I'm very excited. Yeah, let's just get into it. Literally, nobody cares about anything else. This album came out like 3 weeks ago. Nobody cares about anything else.
Sweetie, I've looked at the news. And you girls, we're not worried about you.
Nobody cares about
literally,
anything else.
I've checked in and I've checked out. Okay, my cart's empty. I don't have anything. I'm not shopping. So let's begin with track one. When I saw this bitch's track list, and I saw that, and I knew not what I was in store for.
Right.
But I knew that the number one song was I'm That Girl.
Oh, come on now. Really, it was a...
It should have been.
It was a sign. It was a sign right then. But even when you first listen to the album and you hear I'm That Girl, you think, okay, interesting. What is Beyonce doing? And the whole time, the song is a sign. No, the song is a fucking warning.
It is.
Bitch, I am that bitch. And over the course of the next 1 hour and 2 minutes, you are going to learn that for your goddamn self.
You better know the runtime, bitch. Like I know the runtime, bitch.
How the fuck could I not? Over the next 62 minutes, you're going to get your goddamn life and you're going to understand that I am simply that bitch.
Let's begin with facts.
It was a warning right then.
Let's begin with facts. I know it's been a while. We've been quiet. We've been through disease, injustice.
We've been up and we've been down, okay?
One thing remains factual, though, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary icons. I am that girl. It's not changing.
And it's not my man. It's not my stance. I'm simply that bitch.
It is me. It is I. I am that girl over Still Pimpin', which like this bitch. I cannot deal with her out the gate. That bitch said, please, motherfuckers ain't stopping me. I was like, this bitch would. She said, okay, listen, I gave y'all Break My Soul. You got a taste of what was coming. You know, dancey dance, what, whoop-de whoop whoop whoop. Mm-hmm. But if you didn't think that we were coming full black, if you didn't think that the nigga was not coming out of my thong, if you did not predict and prepare yourself for how Afro dance.
This bitch. She said, get ready for her in her 92 fucking Cadillac. Because here this bitch come to be ghetto, black, and gay in the middle of your fucking face. The clothes look good. Why? Because she in that hoe. The songs sound amazing. Why? Because this bitch is on that hoe.
And you know what else? That ass.
First of all, I'm mad that the first time I heard it, I thought of Deadass the podcast.
That's fair enough.
I was like, is Khadeen living right now?
She should be. She better be. I know she is. I don't even have to ask. I know that she is.
Right. But the song itself, it was, first of all, she also came for the gays, dragging and celebrating them in the same song, talking about she don't need drugs for some freak shit. That was definitely a note to everybody, doing drugs in order to do some freak shit. Nothing wrong with it. No judgment. But she said, first and foremost, your girl don't need all that. She's high all the time. She's tweaking, freaking on the weekends, being black and ghetto. So bring in the goddamn beat. Let me breathe. And so then the whole song, it's just like I said, when I first listened to the album, I was like, I'm intrigued. Beyonce, what kind of opening song is this? When I should have recognized it was the You Ready of 2022.
Yeah.
And I did not see that. And subsequently, I was not ready.
It was, I think, the closest I could feel to being Blue Ivy. Because it almost felt like Beyonce parted her legs and rebirthed me into the world. A whole new one. No Jasmine. So,
and I'm a heathen. I'm a fucking heathen. Why do y'all let me outside?
And when that beat comes back in with that Still Pimpin', and I have to give you a J-Set performance because Cozy's coming on next. Like, into my bitch.
And what Cozy does to me. Oh my God. So
you said it already because it starts with what? This is a reminder. You already said that part. Beyonce
and
came
so,
in.
Right. But then so again, flawless transition. Didn't even realize we were getting into another song.
No.
But this bitch said this a reminder like, oh, okay. In case you whores had forgotten, because a lot of y'all like to pretend like Beyonce didn't do nothing unless it was a solo album.
Yeah.
But in case y'all had forgotten, I'm seriously that bitch. Whatever you think is a flaw, I celebrate and embrace it. This song, I really felt this song was for the gays, obviously, comfortable in my skin, cozy with who I am, particularly the trans girls. And then also for anybody who just feels like their body, their appearance, their presentation isn't accepted by society. So a lot of like the plus size girls, disabled people, like people of different identities who maybe feel rejected from society. This was like, you know what? I'm actually fine. Like, yes, I've been up, I've been down and all that. I've been off and on, light and dark, thick and fine. All of it, whatever you think I was, I have been that and I'm still fucking here. I'm still that bitch. And I'm gorgeous and I love it. I felt good about who I am. I said, okay. And honestly, Cozy is where I said, I just surrender myself to the music.
Yeah.
I surrender myself at this point because when I heard Madison's black ass on this track,
I just want to say once again, I might actually get emotional. No, not yet. But hearing Maddie.
Yes.
First of all, South Dade, we got another one. Dade County, specifically the South Side, because they be trying to act like we ain't out here too. Shout out to Richmond Heights, shout out Perrine, shout out to Naranja, to the Southridge, bitch, all of my bitches in Dade, like Madison, I'm so proud of you. Like every win that this woman earns is deserved. To hear her just be herself in her, like, on a Beyonce album.
Listen. And part of the production of that album, like, Maddie's ass is in the track.
Multiple, like, she's
Over and
leading
over.
you into the next verse, into the next, like, she is a central part of one of the best songs on the album.
Dark brown.
Miami. Come on, bitch.
Dark skin. Light skin. Beige.
Let that be note. Let that be lesson. Be your motherfucking self in your fullness. You never know who the fuck is listening. You never know who the fuck is watching. You never know who the fuck that shit is going to touch. Bitch, fuck the formula. Fuck the recipe. You're enough. You're fly enough. You're bad enough. And the bitches are going to have to take or get missing. Yep. Period. Or get used to
myself.
it. Period.
I love myself. I love myself. I'm comfortable in my skin. I love who I am. And might I suggest you don't fuck with my goddamn sister. I suggest you don't do that. Because we've been through too much shit.
She's comfortable. We're good.
Period. The amount of shit we've been through, bitch, I feel great about who I am. And you, a random motherfucker, is not going to change my mind about that. This bitch shouting out every goddamn color in the fucking trans, not even trans, it's the whole Ligga Bigga Tigga flag. It's
queer.
Everybody.
I don't even know what you call that flag. You know the good one.
It's the good
that sis.
TikTok. That TikTok where the nigga who just got out of jail is like, do we support the Ligga Bigga Tigga community? You ever seen
is that why you keep saying that? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought that was one of them words you be making up.
No,
I was like, okay, girl.
And his girlfriend is like, LGBTQ, yes, we support the Ligga Bigga Tigga. So that's what I keep
One
saying
of y'all
that.
are
But
going to have to teach me this tick and this talk.
The whole pride flag, like regular gays, trans gays, black gays, for her to shout out every color in that flag. And then again, for the song to be about like, I'm gorgeous. You're mad because you want me. And so since God made me this way, you're simply going to have to pay what I deserve because I'm cozy. It was, I literally gave up. I said, whatever happens to me while I'm listening to this album, I'm just going to let it happen because I wasn't ready for cozy.
That's where you're like, oh, okay. Let me actually.
I see what I said, this is a little homosexual. What are we doing?
In fact, let me get a. I don't know what to do with my goddamn self.
Let me get up, girl. Let me just adjust myself. And then we go right into Alien goddamn Superstar. This is where I ascended.
This is, okay. I can't be bothered to dive around into the pool of favorites right now.
Mm-hmm.
I sincerely can't. It's too much pressure. Y'all asking, what's your favorite? I don't know yet, girl. I don't know. Oh,
I know.
The whole thing is too good. Everything rotates back up. Let me have mine. But what I will say to you is that Alien Superstar has not moved. Like, Alien Superstar from first listen hasn't moved from my top 3. It just hasn't.
It's incredible. It's an amazing song. Like, again, this is all about self-love and realizing your worth. The bitch starts off talking about, I'm one of one. I'm number one. I'm the only one. Like, what else is there to even say? Don't even waste your time
trying to compete with me.
None of you bitches can think like me. I'm literally that category bad bitch. I'm the fucking bar. It's a continuation of I'm that girl.
I would literally walk into Petco and scream, unique, like right into your fucking Pomeranian space. I don't care. Like, this song has me and all of the fucking Steven Universe edits and Sailor Moon, all of the anime transformation edits that y'all have sent me. Thank you for that. I mean, this song is just elevating. I love it. When she says, I paid them all in dust, I'm like, you are so gay. Beyonce, you're so
classy
gay. How?
To be touched.
are you doing
I told you the bitch by the harness, and she's been doing something strange on the fucking weekend.
Let me tell you something. G, ketamine.
Uniform is the uniform you put on. Eyes on you when you perform.
Listen, eyes on I when I put on.
Mastermind and hope couture.
Label whores can't clock. I'm so obscure.
Unique.
Like, that be me. That literally is where I throw out my Pokeball and I catch you, bitch.
I screamed.
We're going to battle.
I screamed.
Okay?
I screamed. It's so good. Maybe because Drag Race had just wrapped up, but every time I listen to Alien Superstar, I think of Evie Oddly because I just feel like she would kill.
No, she is an Alien Superstar, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to sound redundant because I keep saying it, but every song is for the fucking gays. Every song is for the gays.
You just have to accept that this album is ours, and that's okay. Y'all bitches are gonna have to, like,
yeah.
She's number one in every country with music at this point. So that's that. Like, if you don't like it, girl, it seems like that's a you problem.
I adore every nanosecond of Alien Superstar, especially when we get to the end and we're reaching out over the solar system, okay? Flying over bullshit, supernatural love up in the air. All that shit. This
album is so good. Oh my God.
Take me away, Beyonce. Literally take me away. I've been hollering out, unique.
Like, I literally scream it, God bless you, in your attempt to get me to stop. I won't do it. I literally press my face up against random ears and I shout it. And you should be thankful because it is a word of empowerment at this point, says Beyonce. Especially because I'm screaming it to us. Yeah. Okay? Because we think a certain way. We move a certain way. We make love a certain way.
Yes. We paint a certain way. I said, yeah, you included that on purpose, bitch.
Yes, you did. You did.
Beyonce said, I've heard the tales about what you bitches do.
I just need Beyonce. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if it's HBO Max, Disney Plus, AMC Theaters, Real Cinema, iPick. I don't give a fuck where it is. I need some behind the scenes because I just know that this bitch was in a fully bedazzled harness, platform heels on top of the fucking counter in the studio, just stepping on top of all of their furniture and shit
pissing
like that.
Off.
Duck walking across every fucking slide button, knob, kicking shit over, texting all of the gays like, bitch, you wish you could be here. Just fully fagging out.
Literally.
And I need to just see a crack of a second of it. Cuff it. Listen.
Woo,
I saw one of y'all tweet. I don't know who this was. God bless you because you were correct. You know who you were if you heard this. One of y'all tweeted something along the lines of, this being a huge win for Blow stands. This album.
Yeah.
Yes, you are a
Blow was nasty
Blow.
And the girls couldn't take it. Yeah.
But it was also like disco vibes. It was also very like you could skate to it, very funky, that kind of, and a lot of this album gives that. Blow is literally one of my absolute favorite things that has ever come out of Beyonce's body. And so for that, to that point, this album just resonates with me again in a very special way. And I think Cuff It is a great example of that because it is just, it's Cascade, it's Hot Wheels, it is just that, strapping up your wheels and hitting the dance floor, hitting the rink with, a red cup full of a yak.
Yep.
And just enjoying your black ass time. And I also enjoy the fact that we have graduated to a place where Beyonce not only cusses, but she will, the word fuck is a major part of the chorus and the overall structure of the song lyrically.
Yes.
Because she's a grown ass woman.
I saw so many people talking about how they accidentally listen to the clean version or they have kids. Yeah. So they never realized that they had downloaded the clean version in the first place. I'm like, I've never heard the clean version. Apparently, the end where she goes, fuck it up. Yeah. It's like, cuff it up.
It is.
And I'm like, I would have thrown something if I heard cuff it up instead of fuck it up. But not just fuck. Beyonce is saying pussy and dick on this goddamn album. I'm like, Young Hive literally has no idea. Beyonce used to not even approach. This bitch wouldn't say damn.
I was just going to say, I love myself, goddamn. We wouldn't even have got that. We wouldn't even have gotten that.
Never did that shit. This bitch is free.
Straight laced, blessed, highly favored.
Yeah.
Mama wasn't even wearing a 6-inch heel probably at that point. She was giving you saved and sanctified.
Right. But even self-titled, even Lemonade, kind of pale in comparison to the rawness she is willing to exhibit on this album.
This Beyonce don't give a fuck.
This Beyonce truly don't care.
She does
Y'all
not.
can think whatever you think. She's gonna say shit that makes you think explicitly of sexual acts and not give a damn, because that bitch is 40 years old with 3 kids.
With 3 kids.
Who is there to pretend
Bite
about?
her.
Like, do y'all really want Beyonce to pretend like niggas ain't never came on her face? Do y'all really want her to pretend like she don't know what that is? No, the bitch said, come on a face. You really want her to pretend like she don't know what that is? Like what dick is? Like what pussy is? Like what sex is? Like she don't cuss with 3 kids? No, and if you had 3 kids, including Gemini twins, you would be cussing every day of your fucking life. The bitch has Gemini twins. Of course she cusses.
I did not realize the twins were Geminis.
Yes. Are you kidding me? And they just turned 5 too? Hell no. I know she cussing every day. She and Blue both. She and Blue me for breakfast with they fried egg and they avocado and they black coffee. Like, girl, what are we going to do about your children?
Blue's like, you did this. So what are you going to do about your children?
Because I told you and him, we're good with one.
Fine.
A legacy is cemented with just one, but y'all insisted. And so, what will be done about Rumi and Sir?
Next thing you know, Rumi walk into the kitchen with her sunglasses on. Hey, Pores. Guess you got your maid outfit on like you always do.
I'll take mine in decaf, Sandy. Thank you so much, girl. At least somebody around here listens to what I want and what I need. Somebody around here cares about my creative process, unlike her and her firstborn.
Woo!
I'm going to get back to work supporting this household. Like,
yeah.
Of course she cusses. Of course she's nasty. She's a married woman. She's grown and she is fully herself. And no matter what you think about her, she is still going to be that girl, and feel free to say it. Cuff It, I will say this. For me, this album falls into tiers. There's a top tier, a middle tier, and a bottom tier. The top and bottom tiers are both composed of 3 songs. The middle fluctuates wildly. Cuff It is in my top 3. It is.
Okay.
This is one of the standouts from the album for me.
When on my first listen, Cuff It snatched me. Cuff It literally on my first listen was my girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think, again, because I was so familiar with Blow, and it is one of my favorite Beyonce songs of all time. This one really had me in a chokehold on my first listen. So I totally get it. And it might be the best song-to-song transition for me. From Cuff It into Energy. Maybe.
I agree. I truly think that Cuff It, Energy, Break My Soul, best transitions on the whole album.
They're just so seamless.
It's seamless between the 3 of them. The way they brought Frida in at the end
of Energy
to make it more seamless. It's perfect. And you can really even include Alien Superstar into Cozy, and even Alien Superstar into Cuff It, and even Cozy into Alien Superstar, because it is really all so good.
Like we said,
literally the first half of the album, it's like, bitch, are you kidding?
It isn't really up until Church Girl that you get a moment.
like
to fan down your genitals and come back to life
and
to a
even then
safe
you
temperature.
you get 1 second
You get
before this bitch comes
one
right
moment. And that's church girl. So it's not like we're calming down.
or not.
She is just
It's
treacherous
so good. Yeah.
and violent. Energy.
But I truly adore Cuff It so much. Ma, that is a song for your ass.
Energy, aka Scandal.
Yeah, I adore Energy as well. Energy is right below Cuff It for me.
It's
below.
So good. It really is still one of my favorites. Like, and you know what? That fucking breakdown.
Yep. Do it.
My hips do whatever the fuck they black ass want to at that point, bitch. I could be in front of the judge on death row. I could be at gunpoint in an alley. I could be at numerous family member funerals. And if you play that Energy breakdown, I'm going to the floor. Okay?
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion style. This song gets me worked out.
Me too. I have a theory that if you don't like Energy, you also don't like The Gift.
Oh, yeah, no. If you don't like Energy, you probably don't like The Gift or Move.
But I adore, and you probably don't like Move either. However, I adore The Gift. I adore Move.
Same.
I adore Energy. I cannot believe, like, when I'm already losing my goddamn mind, okay? This is the problem. We went from Cozy to Alien Superstar
it doesn't
to
give
Cuff
you a
It.
break.
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
It doesn't give you a break.
And then here she come with Energy, which is a very short song. Energy is like, what, 2 minutes at the most?
Yeah, it is really short. Mm-hmm.
And so what she packs into these 2 minutes, oh my God. Talking about, first of all, voting out Donald Trump. Don't get out of line, bitch, because we're not playing about that. She said, I don't care how much money I have, we're getting rid of 45. Get that bitch the fuck up out of here.
Love this bitch.
When she said, look around, everybody on me. Look around, it's me and my crew.
Big energy. That is my flag. It was on Stop Mode.
Go froze, page book, no pose.
Like that part.
Unload. That's
it's
that
like
Kodak energy.
If you ever seen a dog chasing its tail, that's me and my ass.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I have no control over my body at all.
The whole song. The Tina Marie sample with the ooh la la. The camera going pop, 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 pop. The
golden raw denim. You know that we do the grind. I cannot wait for this fucking concert,
we're just
bitch.
chilling,
You're gonna
have
to fight me for
champagne through the ceiling.
You bitches thought that we played games before. We talked about having a Beyonce fund. To the show. I'm telling you now.
Don't even come.
This is the one I'm not missing, bitch. This one, not only am I not missing this one, I'm pulling a Crystal and I'm going to 3 of them.
City. That's right. Because Crystal is already planning on New York,
bitch,
Houston, New Orleans, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas.
The Lukes.
Alone, bitch.
I'm coming to that motherfucker in a crystallized thong, pasties, shades, and a fan so that I can
and I'm
click
gonna
clack.
Be my whole gay, fat ass, beautiful ass, black ass self. When this bitch says she entered the country with derringers because this carriage just turned into terrorists.
White people really thought that they were free this time.
They did!
And that's the gag. yeah.
She said, oh no, these bitches are dangerous.
You thought she got formation on her system. You heard that break my soul bass line, and you thought it was your time. No. We're still black.
Yeah. If you downloaded the album early enough or bought it early enough, then you still have the milkshake interpolation at the end with the la 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 la, which is honestly great. It fits in great with the song.
It does.
For whatever reason, that lady decided to get super in her feelings about it. And so I guess if you're streaming it brand new, you don't hear those anymore.
Can I just say this?
Of course you can.
I love Khalees. I've been a huge fan of Khalees since like her first album. And I personally am giving her a break because I feel like this ain't got nothing to do with Beyonce. And this has everything to do with Pharrell. It has everything to do with an industry that for a very long time has not supported or lifted up Black women, even in their own art. And I think that she was burned by that. I think that the mention of her being involved in an album with Beyonce, who she clearly is not like, and Pharrell, who she clearly cannot stand, was triggering for her. And I just, I feel like even Beyonce removing her from the song or whatever felt more like an act of respect than like shade. It was like, okay, girl, well, you don't want to be a part of this.
Because that's what
and I don't want to, right. I don't want to have you feel triggered or whatever. Don't worry about it. Say less. So I also feel like maybe had she heard the song prior to reacting to it, maybe it wouldn't have been so much, because you literally had to like backpack. You had to play all of Dora's games to even find the Khalees part.
You did. I mean, so I will say that's very generous and very kind of you, friend. And I agree. Like, I have been an admirer of Khalees and her music for a long time. I will just say these things. Number one, this is why celebrities should not react to something their fans tag them in before verifying, double-checking, triple-checking the information. I think she reacted off of some fan talking about, Khalees and Beyonce collabed. I think she reacted off of that.
Yes.
And then after she heard the song, she had to be like, well, so anyway, because it was clearly not that. The song that she thought was sampled or interpolated was not that song. And that brings me to point number 2, which is that Milkshake is on her 3rd album. And who wrote and produced Milkshake is not up for debate. Her first 2 albums are the ones she's contesting that her rights were stolen from. Milkshake is not part of that. So I think once she heard like, it's this Milkshake shit, and people sample Milkshake all the goddamn time, like Doja Cat just did it. Like, it gets sampled all the time.
She did on what?
Oh, girl, what was that song? No, don't do this to me.
No, it's fine. We can Google it.
Because I don't ever remember the names. Yes. So the thing about Doja Cat is that, like, I'm a fan, but I never remember.
She's also just a generation. Like, I mean, she's like, I feel like a little young for me.
Hold on. No.
Also, while you look that up, can I just say on the side, everybody who's like, it might be. The cow.
Honestly,
makes me think burger, makes me think milkshake.
Oh no, it's Freak.
Can I say on the side, all of the people who have been on that lady, that lady's Doja Cat,
Freak and Moo,
about like, oh my God, her mental health, blah 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 blah, because she shaved her head.
Oh Lord.
We're talking about the same girl who had French fries in her nose and a sexy cow outfit on, saying she was
eating
a cow.
fucking burger, right?
We're talking about the same girl who was showing feet in the chat.
Weird.
Like, she's just a little weird, girl. Guys. Like, she shaved her head and now y'all on her dick. Right. Leave that lady alone. Anyway.
So whether it's Freak and Moo, Freak or Moo, regardless, the point is that Milkshake has been sampled many times. Khalees has never had anything to say about it till now, which goes back to your earlier point of this being more about a personal issue between her and Beyonce, which she ended up having to say after the album came out, and so many people were like, girl, we don't see why you're pressed. What is the issue here? First, we thought it was this song that you said, they stole your writing credits from. Now it's not that song. And now it's like niggas can barely even hear it. They having to run the track back 2 or 3 times to hear whatever it is you're talking about. And that's when she was like, oh, well, it's not just this. It's other stuff that y'all don't know nothing about. And I won't be getting into, exactly as I suspected. Right. From the fucking beginning. This is a personal issue, and you should have just said that. I don't like Beyonce. I have an issue with Beyonce for whatever reason, and y'all triggered me, had me thinking it was something else, and now it's not that, but I'm still mad, so I'm not going to take it back. Right. That's what I got from that whole thing. But still, I was glad when Beyonce took it off, because that is exactly what you wanted, and I don't want Khalees to be miserable.
I don't either.
But y'all were making up. No, the problem is that niggas was making up whole new standards for Beyonce without even knowing what the fuck they was talking about.
True. Sure.
Had no idea what they was talking about when it comes to samples, interpolations, anything like that. The music, who owns it, who wrote it, credits. What's the difference between an official credit and a website shout out? Y'all had no idea what you was talking about, but was saying the whole time that Beyonce should have done this or that. And then after it came out, like Khalees, instead of being like, oh, my bad, I had wrong information, and now I'm changing my opinion, you were like, oh, well, Beyonce should have called Khalees anyway, even though that's not something that anybody does. And even though Khalees didn't write or produce the song, she should have done it anyway, because Black girls should be the forefront and the blueprint and the change makers and all. Girl, just say that you have an issue with Beyonce and go on about your fucking day. It takes less time and it's less bullshit than everything y'all are trying to come up with to make her the villain in this situation. Fuck right off with that. Yeah. Fuck right off with that, as far as I'm concerned. Love Khalees, you can fuck right off with that with your cauliflower and your cabbages. Fuck right off with that. Yeah, don't want to hear that.
I love Khalees to absolute death. And I just feel like I hope people will give her a bit of a break. She's been through a lot. And I genuinely think that she's just triggered and didn't handle it in, the most ideal way because of...
I mean, and again, reacting off of false information.
Yeah.
I think she reacted off of that initial post from a stan talking about, ooh, Khalees and Beyonce collabed. Like, and just going off of that random person saying something instead of listening to the music, which goes back to your point, to your credit, and to the greater overall point of Khalees being super sensitive about everything because of her allegations against Pharrell, because of how she feels like she's been disregarded and all that. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to hold Beyonce to a different standard than everybody else.
I'm not sure how she is that better. Specifically has to do with her.
She continuously puts out better things than everybody else, but I'm not going to require that Beyonce be a better human than everybody else does. And that's up to you if you're going to do that.
I mean, I don't know if making a personal contact to every person that is sampled or referenced makes you a better person or good person or not. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I just feel like people have these expectations of her that they don't have for anybody else. But like,
yes.
Child, if she ain't called Twinkie, what make you think she was gonna call Khalees? And it's Twinkie's goddamn song.
And I saw, like, to that point, what group is it that has a song out called Paralyzed?
Big Town Road.
Who? That sounds like a song, like a group that was on some show.
Big Time Rush. No, I'm thinking of Lil Nas. It's Big Time Rush, not Big Time Road.
I was going to say that sounds like a group that was on Nickelodeon or something, but I think they were on Nickelodeon.
I mean, maybe, child. I'm sure this was...
It doesn't matter. They have a song called Paralyzed or whatever, and the girls were like, oh, so wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Y'all were trying to dig into Beyonce and Lizzo's asses for saying the word spaz, and they actually did something about it, and you were still mad, but you got Paralyzed trending? Sounds about right.
And all of a sudden, the girls are like, I can't take up every fight, I can't do everything. I won't argue about everything. Yeah, no, you'll just argue when the Black girls do something wrong. And I'm not even arguing that Beyonce or Lizzo should have kept them lyrics.
I'm not either.
I'm not disabled, and that's not my fight. I'm not here to tell disabled people what offends them. However, it's mighty fucking convenient when some of you decide that Beyonce and Lizzo are worth calling out and dragging and getting published in all these national outlets, and whoever the fuck Big Time Rush is not. That's all I'm saying about that. It's very fucking convenient.
Promise you they were on a sitcom on Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, or one of the girls. And I don't know anything else.
Sure.
Let's move on to Break My Soul. I mean, well, we talked about Break My Soul a bit.
I mean, yes. So energy goes into Break My Soul, and the way it flows.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Mama. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I just opened the Renaissance. You know what? It's petty. I opened the Renaissance Wikipedia page when I'm looking at the samples, and energy ends with it says contained an interpolation of Ooh La La, contains a sample of Explode, contained an interpolation of Milkshake, written by Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo, and performed by
Contained,
Khalees, later removed post-release. I mean,
for
it's
you
just a
girls,
fact.
yeah. I mean, for y'all, for me who bought 4 CDs and a vinyl, it's still there. In addition to the digital copy.
Bitch, because I also have it. When I saw that it was removed, I was like, as long as I can still move my hips,
Yeah.
like it did not affect the song to me at all. So I'm fine.
I mean, and no shade, not sure what's going on, but neither my Apple nor my Tidal have updated either.
My Tidal is updated. My Apple hasn't.
Nope, neither one is. Both of them are like, you're still gonna get it. I feel like they know that I love it, and so they left it in there anyway. But when Break My Soul came on, I was like, that's when I looked up, like, oh, okay, this is a song I know. And that's when I was like, this bitch's transitions are fucking flawless.
Because as you pointed out, that
yeah.
Frida's, it ends energy.
Yes.
And
exactly.
It mixes in, it just complements the end of that song so nicely. Because we were already familiar with it. So we knew, like, because when I first listened to it, I wasn't looking at the songs or anything like that.
Me either. Yeah, no.
Again,
I just pressed play.
Maybe until around Church Girl or
yep, it was
or
Church
Plastic
Girl.
Off the Sofa. But when I heard Big Freedia on the end of Energy, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
yes. So Break My Soul,
so the
bitch.
Transition came right in, and yeah, I said, oh my God, Beyonce, now I see what you're doing. Now I get it. And for this to be right around, it's like right before the middle of the album, it's like, if you didn't already understand, like, this is for the marginalized. This is for the people who feel beat down in everyday life. This is for the people who are ready to give up. And it's not just like life is hard, but like society is a bitch to you too.
Yeah.
Just for who you are. And you straight boring motherfuckers are not going to take this
Can you say that?
Vivaciousness from me. Y'all are not going to do it.
More time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just won't do it. First of all, girl, I saw Robin S. perform Show Me Love at Heart in West Hollywood like a week.
Of course you did.
a week before this. This album has literally had so many personal overlaps with me that I honestly think that Beyonce and I have a link spiritually that she doesn't have to acknowledge, and it's perfectly okay. But I need her to understand that she has saved me once again. For Break My Soul to have come out in a time where I was at literally the lowest I have ever been. And it was Beyonce could have had a song come out that was just about her mama's gumbo. She could have literally put a song out about Popeyes. This bitch could have made a motherfucking song about whatever she, makes her kids for breakfast. And it would have still been like perfectly on time for me. But for this song to be about what it is, for it to be so like uplifting and specifically about fighting against system structures, both outside of us and inside of us, that like bring us down. It was like, bitch, how did you know that I needed this? How did you know? And you put Big Freedia on it, and you have all of this, like, these like gospel samples in it. So it's like this to me, Break My Soul to me is like her I'm Every Woman. It's like her, like, I'm Coming Out. This is her, like, this song is the one that is going to be, to me, like her globally loved, empowering dance record. Because, like, this genre of music is so global. Like, dance music.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter where you are.
Gays love the same thing worldwide.
Worldwide. But not even just gays, like, it's like this. I think this album is, in terms, like, globally, is going to have like an effect and an impact for the rest of her career, in like a very special and specific way. And Break My Soul, I feel like, is like a centerpiece of the album.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's like, I mean, if I really think it's like the theme of the album.
Mhm.
You are not going to break me down. I'm all these things, and you are not going to take that from me. For me, particularly, it was like towards the end when she says she's going to take her new salvation and build her own foundation. That's when I was like,
you better listen to these lyrics.
oh,
and you
yeah.
better embed them into
That's
your
what it is.
psyche,
That's
bitch.
what it is for me. It is like Beyonce's lyrics always really hit
Yes.
when I really fucking need them to. And so what I have been doing like so much in therapy over the past few years is taking this new understanding and this new way of like treating myself and valuing myself and building a whole new operating system for myself, a brand new foundation for me to operate from. So
Mm-hmm.
this bitch talking about she gonna take her new salvation and you whores are not gonna break her fucking soul. If you don't think it, you won't be it. If you don't seek it, you won't see it. And like the process of building that new shit, like that's literally what I've been going through. I had this bitch on repeat. It was on repeat.
Just hook it up to my Beats speaker.
Yes.
And I hold that bitch to my puss. And I just absorb it.
She played it for her girlfriend.
Plug it in.
Yeah. It's just release your goddamn wiggle. Just release your wiggle, child. Let it
release
go.
your trade.
Isn't that what's most important?
Because let me tell you something. Once again, Beyonce has not forgotten us. She has not forgotten you. She has not forgotten me. And she knows that a lot of you bitches out there...
Because when you
she knows that a lot of you bitches out there need to release your trade today, bitch. I hope you've listened.
When you release your trade, you release your stress.
Forget the rest. I mean, okay. One of y'all bitches said, if you listen closely, you can hear her say, release Khalees. Y'all are disgusting and petty.
Y'all play too much, but yeah, I just felt like Break My Soul was perfectly placed and the perfect single for this song. If you were only going to put out one song and didn't want to give away too much, Break My Soul is perfect because in hindsight, you really see how it is representative of the entire body of work. When it first came out, it really resonated with some people. Other people were like, what the fuck is this? But then when you listen to the whole thing, it's like, oh, bitch, I get it now. And you really do. The album is a rebirth. It is about getting rid of all that old bullshit that didn't serve you and loving you for who you are right fucking now. How can you not love that? How can you not vibe with it? Bitch been up and down, okay? We've been all over the goddamn place and we're still fucking here.
No surprise that a lot of this was born out of the pandemic and COVID reporting and stuff like that. So, absolutely. Can we talk church, girl?
Let's do it, friend. Let's talk church, girl. Let's talk about church, girl. I have so much to say.
I know Twinkie said, turn the wigs around.
It's sophisticated looking.
This song, okay. Like,
my heart,
Beyonce,
my soul, my spirit,
and Terrius Nash left no crumbs.
Yeah,
they just left none.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know where I want to begin. I think I just want to say that personally, obviously this is a bop. Obviously this is an ass shaker. But more than that, I think that like the whole perspective of like, oh, it's like a very, popular gospel song by Twinkie. And then she said, like, I just think that whole perspective is boring.
Right.
Yes, there like are some provocative lyrics over something that the Clark sisters created or whatever, but when you get into again the lyrics of the song, it just fully forms the purpose and the theme. And it's so much more than dropping it like a thotty and saying, ass and you can be my daddy over a gospel record. It's really about, like, even though that is one of my favorite parts of it.
I do love it.
I just feel like not even the discourse, but like the discussion around it is kind of boring. Like, it's so much about, more to me, a love letter to Black women.
Yeah,
and the freedom of them to be more than just church girls.
Yeah.
No?
Yes. So this is the first song when I heard the lyrics, from the beginning, when she said, "Feel like I moved mountains, got friends that cried fountains," I started to cry.
Yeah?
I am the friend who cried the fountains. And so immediately I heard the gospel references, obviously. I got it immediately, the connections to like the church and how, letting go of a lot of that religious teaching will free you, because a lot of girls are being held captive by like these ideas that men came up with. All of that. I fully got that. However, for me, it was not about religion at all. For me, it was about finding freedom as a human being.
Yeah.
As somebody who has been, like, not from the church, but freedom from my own thoughts, my own internalized beliefs that had me thinking that I wasn't enough. Freedom from depression, in a way. Freedom from anxiety. Freedom from feeling like I needed to meet other people's standards in order to be anything. It was just, you know what? I have been through so goddamn much. Me and my niggas, we have cried, we have struggled. And so I'm telling all of you Black ass motherfuckers right now, as soon as I cross the threshold into that goddamn party, I'm finna show my Black ass. When this bitch said, "I'm gonna love on me, nobody can judge me but me, I was born free." No, I'm sorry. I collapsed.
Yeah.
I crumpled into tears. And then, of course, she brought it back talking about drop it like a thotty. And so I'm smiling and laughing and like popping my ass or whatever.
That's what I love about it.
Me too. But then it goes right back to like, I'm finally on the other side. I'm finally on the other side. Anybody who has ever made it to the other side, like, you feel that shit when you have been struggling for so long. And you finally feel okay with yourself. You finally feel good about yourself. You finally feel like you're in a place to like take care of yourself and not fuck yourself over every fucking day. And we swimming through all the fucking tears we cried. Like, you ain't trying to hurt nobody. You're doing the best you fucking can. You are just doing your best. You're a human being. Shaking your ass is not hurting nobody. You're just trying to survive and not be miserable the whole goddamn time. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Church Girl was and is my favorite song on this album.
Work.
It is. It means so much to me.
It doesn't, like, I've seen some people say they don't like it.
That's their business. They clearly haven't walked my road, and they don't know my life.
I don't understand. I think I want everyone who enjoys this album and enjoys Beyonce to have their opinions. Like, we're not all have the same taste.
Right. We're not all gonna like the same things,
and same
right?
songs and whatnot, and things, different. But like, it really surprised me that so many people, well, not so many people, but certain people that I saw, like anyone, honestly, saying that they didn't like the song to me was kind of like, why? Is it?
Yeah, a lot of people. I saw a lot of people say that, and I'm like, maybe. I think some people maybe take it super literally, and they haven't. I mean, I truly feel like either you've been deep in the church or you've been deep in some shit to really feel church girl. Maybe if your mental health ain't never been in hell and you was never super subscribed to church stuff, then it don't really hit for you like it does for the rest of us. But when the way this girl, the way she keeps saying like, church girl, don't hurt nobody. Bad girls act snotty. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Trying to bring the life up in your body. Like, for me, the song was like, I see you. I see how hard you have been trying to get past this bullshit that has been breaking your fucking back and holding you down. I see how hard you have been struggling, and I am so proud and so excited, and I'm going to celebrate with you for being on this side of it. If you don't rock with that, that's fine. My feelings are not hurt. But Church Girl is it for me. One of one, number one.
I just think that, to me, again, listening to listening to the lyrics of it, a lot of this album is smart, but it's not really pretentious, and it's not I personally feel like too difficult to decipher.
Exactly.
So yeah, I just really enjoy the aspect of that specific song and how it feels like it is speaking to Black women and them breaking free, feeling free, not having to feel confined to societal norms and patriarchy and all of the expectations of society and the church and so on, and just letting go of the fact that, bitch, the world is on your shoulders. And girl,
exactly.
You know what I'm going to do today? Drop it like a fucking thotty and you can eat my ass.
Exactly.
Love
Listen,
it.
I know you got church in the morning, but guess what else? You doing God's work.
Plastic.
Oh, no, but I was going to say, before we move on, let's take a quick break.
You know what? You're right.
And then we'll be right back.
Hey, y'all, this week's episode is coming to you by way of Quip. And they are here to support you, your mouth, and your journey towards getting or maintaining a beautiful smile. That's right. We want to see some sparkling chompers over here at Quip. And if you use Quip, it is the least you can expect. Quip gets your smile ready, making good habits easy with all the essentials you need to care for your mouth. Your MOUF. The Quip electric toothbrush uses timed vibrations with 30-second pulses to guide a dentist-recommended 2-minute clean. That's right, 2 minutes. Make time. It matters.
It does.
It's loved by over 7 million mouths, and you can even upgrade with a new smart motor to track and improve your brushing and earn sweet rewards. Build your whole routine with even more Quip, like the reusable floss pick or refillable mouthwash that I have and love. And on top of that, Quip delivers brush heads, fresh floss, and other refills every month for just $5, no extra shipping cost. I love Quip, like I've said before. Not only do I love the guided pulses and stuff that the toothbrush actually comes with, I love how cute and sleek and super spy the toothbrush itself looks. I also love that I've seen it in my local Target. So that's cute.
It is adorable. It is super cute.
So if you go to getquip.com/theread right now, you'll get your first refill for free. And that is your first refill free at getquip.com/theread. That's spelled GETQUIP.com/theread. Quip, the good habits company. Let's move on.
Hey, y'all, Squarespace is more than just a beautiful website making tool. It's the all-in-one everything you need to build and grow your online presence without pulling your hair out tool, okay? Kifia and I both know the struggles of trying to build a website from scratch and learning all that code and all that other stuff. And honestly, you young girls, this Gen Z, the TikTok generation, you have no idea how much easier it is to buy a URL and get started with your own website today. Ask an OG about it because it used to be very tough. With Squarespace, you don't have to worry about all that, okay? You have endless options for growing and connecting your audience. You can seamlessly connect your social media accounts, automatically push website content to your channels, monetize your expertise, unlock additional revenue stream through member areas where you can sell access to gated contents like video, newsletters, and more. With Squarespace's powerful built-in analytics, you can learn where your site visits and sales are coming from, analyze which channels are most effective, and use those insights to improve your site and build an effective marketing strategy. Again, Kifia and I have both used Squarespace. It is incredibly easy, not just for our own personal websites, but also for thisistheread.com. And it's just nice to have a website provider, somebody who can give us these trustworthy analytics so that I know how many people are coming to the site, what they're looking for, what brought us there, instead of just guessing about what people care about and what your brand is really attracting. So if you're ready to upgrade your website presence, head on over to squarespace.com/read to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch your site, use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/read, offer code READ. Let them know Kid Fury and Crystal sent you. And let's get back to Renaissance.
Bitch! So, let's talk about my other favorite song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe my spirit misses Wendy Williams or something. What am I doing?
Perhaps, because what was that?
I don't know, sis. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what brought you there. I don't know what made you do that.
But listen, Plastic. Plastic. Off of the sofa, bitch. Now listen.
I need a drink.
You know what? Yeah. No, I'm gonna wait. Let me chill out. I'm gonna relax. Plastic off the sofa. Again, looking at the track list, which I love that Beyonce's like, I'm bored. I'm gonna do this rollout how I feel. I'm gonna take it back. It's giving throwback all the way. Not only in themes, sounds, genres. I'm giving you a throwback to when we used to just put a song out. And then you had to wait. I'm giving you a throwback to when we teased you with the track list and then you had to guess. I'm giving you a throwback until you had to just had to pray for your favorite song to have a visual. What you will do is you will sit and wait and shut the fuck up. Beyonce, I'm out. So the track list, looking at it, Plastic Off the Sofa was one of the ones just by title alone. I was like, what? What does that one sound like? That's all I could think of is how specific. And nigga, my title is.
Because what a title. It definitely jumps out at you. Like, wait a minute now. This is a very Black, perhaps it's a person of color thing, but I know for a fact it's a Negro thing. What's going on right there, Beyonce? Yeah.
I'm not going to speak for the Latin community, but I feel like they might tap in with us on that one.
I feel like they might.
I feel like Plastic on that sofa is also an abuela thing.
Probably.
So I'll say that at least. I don't know how deep it goes, but niggas.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you like the song?
First of all, Sid of the internet is credited as one of the writers and producers of this song. So I already knew that I was gonna groove.
Dang. Sorry. Sorry. I did not mean to say that. And I've just been doing that so much lately.
But it also, if you know us, it's a term of endearment.
It is. It is.
Unless it's not.
It's also true. Right, but it's true.
Context clues. But no, Plastic Off of the Sofa is just... It just... Okay, so we're now 8 songs deep.
Yeah.
Just about halfway through. And this is where she's like, okay, y'all are bald. You are covered in sweat. You're barefoot. You're pregnant. Let's slow things down. Let's give you a groove. Let's give you a vocal. And let's just remind you that when it comes to this singing shit, when it comes to this melodic shit, when it comes to breath, when it comes to core, like, when it comes to a bridge, when it comes to, like, girl, catch up. Like, I don't know if you may, but here we are. So, this one is such a vibe, and I'm not even going to attempt it because I can't sing, but you know the E at the end.
Oh, listen.
I think it's a TikTok challenge now.
Listen.
That, for me, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth because it took them. It stole them.
Okay. Amen. I see that. I do.
I love Plastic Off the Sofa and Virgo's Groove are like, they're like a heartbeat. They're just, they're like vegetables. They're like, they just serve you like a warmth and a soul in the midst of this snatchery that, it elevates me every time. Sustenance. That's the word.
They are that. Yeah.
As a Virgo, how do you feel about Virgo's Groove?
Well, Virgo's Groove, I find much more palatable than Plastic on the Divan. Plastic on the Divan is actually tied for my least favorite song on this album.
Really?
It is. And that is because I'm going to tell you why it's tied and not dead last. The problem with this song for me, the problems are that, first of all, she's talking about liking a nigga gross.
I knew it.
Gross.
I knew it.
Saying nice things about a man, how low have we fallen? I don't do that. Gross. Secondly, the production is also very flowery and sweet, and it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. However, I don't want to hear that shit. What saves Plastic on the Divan for me is the pure vocal acrobatics this bitch is doing on this goddamn track.
I mean, it is.
I've never heard the shit this bitch is doing before the way she does on this goddamn outro. When she gets into the whole, I like it, baby, and everything just blends in with the music, and her voice is her goddamn instrument, and she's doing all these runs, and she's going across octaves. Bitch, I can't handle that. And then the way it transitions into Virgo's Groove, it's seamless.
You mean it's not one song?
Like, yes, trust me, it's not. Because I like Virgo's Groove, and I do not like this. But the reason this is not dead last for me is because Beyonce is doing some of the best singing of her goddamn life on this song. And just because
so
it's my
you don't like
favorite,
the song because it's kind and
doesn't
specifically
mean it's bad.
to niggas.
It's right. First of all, saying nice things about a man, gross. I'm ready to throw up.
Yeah.
And so it's not just, so like saying nice things about a nigga or telling a nigga you want to fuck or whatever, I'm fine with that. But put it over like a funky song, put it over like a driving bass line, put it over something that the girls can dance to. This is like,
but you
let's
got like
lay in the bed
those.
And caress each other's. Yeah, exactly. I'm not mad, but this is like, let's just stroke each other's arm hair and talk about how much we love each other and look at each other in the eyes and all this. Like, no, turn on Virgo's Groove, where we are all in a basement.
Okay, so guess what?
1972 and we're all on drugs and come over so we can fucking get high and be stupid.
Who to send and go get margaritas during the show when that song comes on.
Yes. Because
I will be butt naked.
It's not a bad song, but honestly, I feel like it's for the newlyweds. It's for the girls who are head over heels, the people who like really believe in love. It's not that I don't believe in love. It's that you can miss me with that. I'm not mad at the song, but I don't need to hear that shit. I don't.
You know what?
We could skip right to the dirty, filthy basement 70s party that is Virgo's Groove. I don't know.
I mean, she literally ends that talking about you're the love of my life. It's also like a very...
But you're the love of my life could be... I interpret that as being... I mean, and obviously she's talking about a nigga, but that could be interpreted in many different ways. You could be looking in the mirror talking about you're the love of my life. You could be talking to your friends. You could be talking to the universe. You could be talking to your pet. Like, you could be talking to your favorite book. You could be talking to weed. You could be talking to Drag Race. It could be anything that you're calling the love of your life. I get that that's about a nigga, but the beat on it makes me feel like it could be about anything. Sure. It's much more fun. It's much more of like a party vibe. For me, it's like, oh, let's get high. Let's do shrooms. Let's smoke some weed. Let's have...
Virgo's Groove is when my wig is sweating, but it looks good.
Now, I like Virgo's Groove a lot. It's not in my top 3, but it is much higher up than Plastic on the Divan for me. It's actually right under Break My Soul. Because how can you not love that fucking song?
You said it for me. Like, I'm not put off by the flowery nature of Plastic Off the Sofa or
I don't need to hear that.
Whatever. But again, it could have been about Campbell's soup. It is the singing. It is the singing for me.
Yeah. It's her fucking voice. She is doing some incredible shit. That is why it's tied for last and not dead last with another song that is coming up later in the album. But it's tied because I cannot believe what this bitch is doing with her fucking voice.
The words of Sean Santiago. Disagree!
Oh, I know. Everybody in love. Everybody is like, oh no, boo, tomato, tomato. I don't care. I'm standing up in my fucking truth.
No, that's
not for me.
No,
but it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song.
None of the songs are bad.
This is the thing. Even my least favorite songs I still listen to because they're still fucking dope. And the transitions are still everything. Like, it's all good.
And they piss. They piss on your fave's bets. We don't even have to.
But Virgo's Groove, as soon as I saw the title, I was like, this is for me. And then once that beat change kicks in, it goes from, oh, bitch, I'm in love, be my bridesmaid, to like, let's put on a halter top and get stupid and drunk and dirty at this party. Like, immediately it does that.
Virgo's Groove is what happens after I skated around on Cuff It, threw up because I was drunk. Got like a hot dog, did some more weed, and now I'm putting my skates back on.
Listen, Virgo's Groove is what she calls her vagina.
That's right.
It was going to be Virgo's fold.
It was going to be called Virgo's.
To make it a little less obvious.
I was going to say it was going to be called Virgo's gash, but they told her not to do it.
It was going to be Virgo's tunnel, okay? Yeah. It was going to be Virgo's velvet room.
Yeah.
And they were like, can we maybe tone it down a little? But like, that is the thing about Virgo's Groove is also a continuation. Like, it's obviously still a love song, although I think it is more broadly interpreted.
Yeah,
into love for self, love for friends.
I agree.
And then the beat makes it much more palatable for me. So it's ranked
so
much higher.
Vibey. It's like
it is. It's like, let's light a blunt. I have a blunt right here. I'm gonna light it just in honor of this song.
Like, it's just so. Oh, I cannot wait for more of this fucking project. Let's talk about
fucking
Move.
Tour. Okay. Grace goddamn Jones. I said, literally don't say nothing else to me.
First of all, Jamaican hot dog.
I'm going to just say that yesterday I was riding my bike and I was singing this. I had my headphones in and I was obviously singing out loud to this music. And I was in the bike lane and I said, move out, D-Way! And 2 tourists jumped back like, damn, bitch. And I was like, okay, I literally didn't mean y'all, but
y'all
should move. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it again.
I hope not.
All right. You didn't, okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that
Move
bad.
out, D-Way? You Sebastian the Crab?
No, I said move out the way. I said move out.
That's what you do.
I said, move out the way.
Yeah. That's what you do from now on.
The point is that when I said it, people thought I was talking to them and did not realize that I was simply
I wish it was on camera.
It was so funny because these 2 white people was like, well, damn, you didn't have to say it like that. Like, they jumped back and had these looks. And I didn't stop to explain. I just kept riding. No, you should move. Why are you in the bike lane?
That's the fuck right.
But I was not talking to you.
Like, yeah. In fact, yes.
You love to come for my accents, but I'm getting better.
Oh, please. My accents are trash, too. But Grace Jones speaking patois at the beginning of this motherfucking song. Grace Jones being on the song. Even Beyonce's like, Grace Jones.
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah,
like, she's in the background.
You bitches
like,
be mad, but I got Grace Jones.
Like, because Grace Jones does not do, like, what?
Right.
Grace Jones barely like people.
Exactly. I'm with my girls and we all need space.
This song for me, you already hit the nail on the head earlier when you said if you didn't live for the gift, then this is probably not your jam.
Yeah.
But like, at least for a bitch like me, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
When the queens come through, part like the Red fucking Sea.
Move on.
Honestly, okay. So that's what I meant to sound like when I said it.
How many times I'ma say?
Yes. Okay. All that. Correct. Yes.
Broke up, bitch. Broke up, bitch. Broke up.
Broke up.
Like me under. Come up.
Come up.
Cause we coming straight out the jungle.
Grace.
Broke up, bitch. Broke up.
Grace Jones.
So, first of all, I read that she recorded this song in Jamaica.
Oh, you bitch. Beyonce, how dare you? Of course she did. It's so good. It's the Beyonce groove. It's perfect. Like, honestly, from start to finish, Move is... I adore it. The whole, like, me and my girls need space, so when you see us, act like you fucking know and get out the goddamn way because we came to party and have a good-ass time. Again, it's resonating with me at this point in my life.
Shit.
Yes.
Move.
And this is the first album where I have felt like Beyonce has proverbially put her dick on the table many times.
Like almost every song.
Almost every song on every album. However, on this album, it's very literal. It's I'm that bitch. It's
girl.
I'm number one. I'm number goddamn one. It's Beyonce having this very public declaration of self-love and knowing her worth. Y'all can say whatever you want to with your flip-floppy ass bitch asses. But Beyonce knows who the fuck she is. And that theme, I feel like it's carrying throughout the album and is really present on this song. Me and my bitches, whoever I'm with, act like you fucking know and get out of our goddamn way because we're us and you're you.
I went to an event this past weekend. It was like a mostly straight white dance sort of vibe. And I locked eyes with, there was, me and my friends, we were part of a small percentage of Negro there in comparison to the, overall crowd. And there was a moment where I locked eyes with a group of maybe, I think, 3 Black girls who were standing by us. And we just...
Amen. I already know.
Telepathically connected on the fact that these white people needed to back the fuck up. Yep. And I went over to one of these young ladies and I said to her, girl, the way that I'm so tired of these white people coming up to me and trying to grab my butt or take a picture with me or just be like, oh yeah, like they ain't never seen niggas before. And we instantly connected. One of them told me that a girl grabbed her braids and was like,
of course
all of this. Did. This song for me speaks volumes to that. Move!
Yep.
I'm with my girls and we all need space. Back up.
Yeah.
Broke up, bitch. Like, all of y'all, move. Get back.
And it's move. Yeah,
you gotta move. Anything you do will be held against you.
Literally, me and my niggas, anywhere we go.
Move!
I want to do it so bad, but I won't.
Just do it.
No, I won't.
Go for it.
I won't. I don't need Jamaicans on my ass, too. No, you already said it.
No, bitch, please.
You already told me to never do it again.
If Jamaicans will let Chet Hanks... you do what I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
You do whatever the fuck you want to, sis.
Move out, do it!
Word. And with that, let's move on the way. And shout out to Thames.
Oh, yes. Shout out to Thames. Also on this fucking
her fine ass.
Oh, so yes. Adore Move, obviously. Can't get enough
It's
of
an ass
it.
shaker. It's like you've gone ahead and kissed your boo or whatever for Plastic Off the Sofa. You've gone and, taken your next dose for Virgo's Groove. And we're back. We're back at it.
Literally, I take a break during Plastic on the Divan. I take a water break, pop another edible, roll another blunt if needed. It's a nice break for me while all the couples are making out to re-up on my drugs, refill my drink, and get ready for the rest of the album.
I'm probably going to be waiting for you to come back with drinks during this portion while I am fully single. No, Plastic Off the Sofa, Virgo's Groove.
Oh, okay.
While I am fully stretching my legs above my head like a pussycat doll and just being a full queen. I can't wait.
I was going to say, because if you like Drake's album, there's no way you don't like Heated.
Heated battles Alien Superstar every day.
Yeah.
For my number one
Heated
spot.
is an incredible song. I love it. It's in my top 8.
Absolutely that bitch. It is that bitch. First of all, it's perfectly positioned underneath Move. It has that Party Next Door Drake like sort of Americanized Caribbean Afro beat vibe to it, which I'm fine with. But it's also real gay.
You know it.
That
it's
outro,
homosexual as shit.
Like,
cuff me, please, because this ain't
first of all, like, again, as a song, lyrically, I would imagine that you maybe vibe with this more than a Plastic on the Divan or whatever.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I adore Heated. First of all, this bitch was selling merch when the album came out. Of course, I bought like 2 of everything, including the fan. And as soon as I heard this song, I said, this is what the fucking fan is for. The fan is for this song.
Yes, it is.
The fan is for Heated.
And I bought 100%.
I absolutely did. I absolutely did.
I'm going to show I should have got 2 because I might break the one I bought.
When she said, "Oh, now you wish I was complacent," boy, you must have mixed up our faces.
This
bitch,
absolute wench. I love this
am obsessed.
Song.
Me too. And
it plucks my pubic hair out.
I said,
every
Drake.
time.
Oh, Drake. I see. What isn't this a song Drake worked on?
Absolutely, it is. Yes.
And so I say, yeah, I see what honestly I was just playing came out. I do.
Same.
I see why it did.
Same.
But Heated is incredible. I can hear Heated as a Drake song, honestly, and that's a compliment.
Me too.
To him, but everything about it, I'm just as petty as you are.
I just cannot help. And I cannot help but picture Drake in a studio going, yada, 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 yada,
absolutely.
Yada, 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 boom, boom, ka, ka. Like,
eat it. Yummy, make up of it, hit it.
Fine. Bitch, I might pass
never
out.
declines, my God.
I might pass out. I might pass out. I might pass out at this
truly
show.
think Heated and Pure Honey is where the gays are really
we
gonna
might
lose it.
literally die.
Might have to like get an IV. Oh, got a lot of IVs on me. No, but for real, the girls are gonna need a needle and some fluids.
Like, I honestly, Beyonce, I'm dead ass. You might have to have at each one of these shows people just walking around with water. I'm dead serious. You're gonna have to just have free water like stations.
Oh God. The way the gays are going to be dragging each other with this Uncle Johnny and that cheap spandex, she looks a mess.
I'm not going to stop moving. The way we are going to clean
so good.
Out. We're not even considering, we're just thinking, in terms of show, we're just thinking of like the music we've been given. We haven't seen visuals. We don't know what she's going to wear on stage.
We got a teaser for I'm That Girl. And this bitch, I'm like, that's it. She's so rude.
We are done. We're done. It's a wrap for us, girl. I don't know if we're going to make it through this one.
And that's fine with me.
Like, what a way to go. I'm fine.
I've seen enough. Yeah, I've done enough. I've seen enough. I was here, okay? Lived and loved, and I feel great now. This bitch tipping on hardwood floors, 10, 10, 10 across the board. No, I'm sorry. It's one of the gayest fucking songs on the album.
It literally
Fan me off. My wrist goes click. Do you know how many fans are going to snap open on that
That
click?
is what I'm saying to you, bitch. I should have gotten 2. Because I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able. Bitch, Beyonce, I hope them fans are sturdy, bitch, because you already know what we're giving.
I hope you got some merch at the show itself, girl, because some of the girls are going to need that. They're going to need some extras. So, yeah, Heated definitely. Wait, not me going to her website and everything is sold out. God damn, Beyonce, nothing is left.
You're going to have to do like little pop-ups.
Child, y'all can't buy nothing but music. Y'all can't buy nothing but music. All the merch is gone.
Every piece.
I know my doorman is like, why do you have 8 packages coming from Shop Beyonce? I'm like, mind your goddamn business. What does that have to do with you, Daryl? Mind your business.
So everyone over at the Heated Foundation, Aubrey, Adonis, thank you. We appreciate
Great job, Adonis.
Contributions.
Love you and your cornrows.
Because you know Adonis really was the inspiration and
absolutely
the linchpin really for the
and we adore him.
The creation of him. Adonis is truly the one. Thank you. Thique, spelled THIQUE. Which I appreciate that Beyonce was like, Beyonce completely broke away from the Gen Z THICC of it all.
Yep, she did.
I like this. It gives me a little Creole. It gives me a little finesse and style, the spelling of it. And I saw Lil Ju made the beat, so I knew that I was in good hands.
True.
This song is super gay too. It starts asking thicker, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna get low in our squad.
All the ways that can be thick. Yep.
But then it gives you that little bass. It gives you that little catwalk. It gives you that little cunty piece. It gives you that moment.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, boy, I didn't know that you could queen out like this.
So I agree. Thique, though, is in my bottom 3 except for her. But it's really that I don't really start to feel it until that beat changes up like halfway through. And it's like, that's that summer, that's them hummers, that's that girl gave me your number. Oh. Like, that's when I really start to feel it. Before then, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't do this usually. All that crazy, all that shit. Like, that's when I really start feeling thick. But the fact that,
girl, we have been thinking. You calm down.
When are you going to relax? But yeah, the first half of the album, the first half of that song just really doesn't resonate with me the way the rest of it does. But again, not bad enough for me to skip it or take it off at all.
I love the song. I guess I see what you mean. It opens in like a very different vibe than it closes in the rest of the song. But that's kind of what I like about it. I like a little snatchery.
Okay.
I like when you give me one thing and then it's like, boop. Didn't see that coming, did you? I like a little wig snatch.
And she does that. And she's good for that.
And we're 12 songs in at this point, too. So for you to still be snatching me ball.
That fast. We are at 12 goddamn songs. This is why it's been on repeat non-fucking stop. Because how do we get through 16 songs that fast, Beyonce?
I don't listen to any fucking thing else, bro. I haven't. I loop the album.
Yeah.
Summer Renaissance ends. I'm That Girl begins. We're going again.
Going again.
It's 6
It's like as soon as it starts, I have to keep it going.
It's a fast pass.
I have to do. I have been biking the entirety of Manhattan. I've been going from the asshole of Manhattan.
Which side is that? I'm sorry.
It's It's literally down here.
I've been gone
downtown,
like 8 weeks and I'm talking shit.
Battery Park, you know where the asshole in Manhattan is.
I
It's
was joking.
downtown, feeding into Brooklyn. I have gone all the way up to Van Cortlandt goddamn Park.
You
on my fucking bike.
fucking work.
Because of Beyonce. I just put this album on and I sit there and ride and watch it going from rich white people to tourists to Dominicans to niggas to Dominicans
again.
I bike all of Manhattan and watch that shit change.
Bitch, I knew you were going to say.
When I say niggas, I mean Black Americans, obviously.
Woo!
But still, y'all get it. I
Yes.
watch the scenery change, like, in all ways. With this album on fucking repeat. It's just so good. It's so good.
It is
I'm blown
literally
away,
fantastic. This is just a reminder from her to me that I'm just in good hands. I don't have to work. Like, I don't have to
She's done
worry,
this for us.
concern myself
Yeah.
with anything. She's never doing the same shit twice. She's always gonna challenge her fucking self.
Every time.
The vocals ain't going no motherfucking where. Like, your faith won't. Like, I just have to sit back and wait my turn. That's
Yeah.
really it. Like, and whew, all right, next.
So next is
I'm all up in your mind.
Okay, yep, or that. Whatever you're doing there, that's also fine.
Wow.
So All Up in Your Mind,
I
another
supported
song.
you through your accent, even though it was bad.
And I said that's great, friend. Literally.
I
whatever
didn't
you
feel
wanna do, like-
true support. But
Okay, you're
that's
right.
fine.
I could that's a valid point. I could have changed my tone.
Yeah.
All Up in Your Mind, I don't hate as much as the rest of you do. The rest of you seem to people seem to be really polarized about this song. You either love it or you're thinking the bitch was on crack cocaine when she put it on the album.
Y'all said it's giving bathroom break.
But I don't feel that way about
Me
All Up in
neither.
Your Mind. For me, All Up in Your Mind and Plastic on the Divan are on the same level.
Oh,
for
so
different
this was your
reasons.
tie.
Yes, this is tied with Plastic on the Divan. It is not awful by any means. However, in the context of the rest of the album, what I want to hear, what really resonates with me, like, this song is fine. However, I don't need it. And it is, you know what this is like? And this may be deliberate on Beyonce's part, but I felt like Plastic Off the Divan was like a nice little break from this ride Beyonce took me on through Church Girl. In a Church Girl, I needed a depressant, okay? I was overstimulated. I needed something to bring me back down to earth. And so this is like the ice pack on the pussy of the album as far as I'm concerned.
The
Plastic on the
ice
Divan.
pack on the
pussy.
puss
Yes, because it's
of
calming you
the
down.
proj.
It's cooling that girl off and giving her some time
It's a
to catch
click
her
cooler.
goddamn breath.
A click cooler.
Literally that. But then we get into Virgo's Groove, Move, Heated, Even Thick. I'm getting riled up again. So here's another speed bump, like calm down before Beyonce beats my ass with the rest of the album. It's not as drastic of a cool down as Plastic on the Divan is, but it is like when you're riding a bike and you hit a speed bump and them raised lines and shit that's in the bike path that are like, literally, bitch, you're going 20 miles an hour, slow down. Like, it's that for me. It's like, just take a moment, come back to yourself, get back in your body, realign yourself, recalibrate.
Don't
What
do
is
too much,
real and what
sis.
isn't. Yeah,
Pace
drink some
yourself.
water. Yeah,
Pace
you know,
yourself.
it's like don't overdose on them shrooms, girl. You've had enough shrooms. Let them kick in.
Remember,
That's
we
what
talked
the
about
song is for me.
moderation.
We did. We said it. We said we're not buying 3 bottles of wine because, well, what? Drink 3 bottles of wine. So
Exactly,
remember, we're going to
sis.
calm down and we're going to get one, and one is going to be
Oh my
great.
God.
And that's what this song is for me.
It's us all up in our own minds.
Like I said, the bitch is a fucking genius.
There you go.
I mean, I
Us
don't
bringing ourselves
dislike
back down
it.
to earth. I don't dislike the damn
calms
song
me
either.
down. Yeah, it just calms me down because America has a problem.
Wait, hold on though. Before we move on to that, All Up in Your Mind, I'm really, because I really like the song. You know what it reminds me of? Follow Me, 6 Inch. It reminds it because
I see that.
That visual.
Yep.
Like made the record for me. And it wasn't that I never liked the song or whatever, but I'm really interested in seeing what she gives visually for All Up in Your Mind, both on stage and off or whatever. But I did see, I feel like that was the song that I saw most people being like, it's my least favorite.
Especially because, like, I'll go and do the time if it means I'll make you mine. I'm sorry, I don't feel that way about nobody. I'm not doing that.
Well, we know.
You got that, girl. I don't got that.
But America Has a Problem. And I see a couple of people trying to hate on my bitch, too. But let me tell you something.
How? America Has a Problem is number 2 for me on this album.
Really?
As far as...
Yes, it's everything.
Nigga.
Give me JJ Fad, bitch.
Nigga. First of all, nobody gonna do what they want to. Nobody gonna do what they want to. Nobody gonna do what they want to. No.
Like, you know, my favorite part is...
I'm obsessed.
20, 40, 80 out the trap. Hit it with the rap. Put it on the map. Then
we're right back.
Call me when you want to get
Tony Montana with the racks double C's on my back, double G's on my dash.
Nigga, I'm
bad. I'm bad.
This song is everything. It's everything. Like, that song...
Fully obsessed.
I don't see how you cannot vibe to that motherfucker at all. No,
America Has a Problem. And the problem is this fat ass monkey pussy that you niggas cannot handle. The problem is this fat wet ma and this gorgeous round ass.
This fat wet
my goddamn money. That's what it is. I'm supplying my man. I'm in demand. Soon as I land, just know I'm with them
mom, bitch.
Like, she start acting familiar. This kind of love, big minutes. No,
like M-A-W.
Yes, Fat Ma, M-A, like young M-A, Fat Ma. Nobody gonna do what they want to. Nobody gonna do what they want to. No,
this song is literally just everything.
This song is the song on the album that is not a single, which is obviously Break My Soul. It is up there with Church Girl for the song I've had on repeat the most. And that was because I was determined to learn the words. That 20, 40, 80 out the trap, I said, no, you won't take me down with this. I have to know every word of what this bitch is saying. I'm obsessed.
Preparation is key.
Obsessed with America Has a Problem. And I appreciate the extended, like, musical break we get at the end. It's like a longer audio only outro on this song than we have been getting for the rest. It's less of a seamless transition, even though the transition is still great, because I feel like she knows we're all in our 30s and we're old and we're tired, and we just gave everything we had. Like, we gave our 90s best for America Has a Problem. Every time y'all lay this song over any video with like a 90s style or 90s choreography, I live automatically because it's perfect to me. It's very Hammer.
Yes.
It's like, and I adore it. I cannot wait.
It's so specific.
Wait for the way I'm going to show my black ass at this fucking concert.
That's what I love about this song specifically in reference to the, or like in perspective with the whole album. Is just like, it's another song that takes like quote unquote dance and is like, we've been doing this, girlies. Here's another example.
Yep.
Like, here's another style.
So good.
It's so good.
So good. If you don't like America Has a Problem, you don't like me. And I take it personally.
That's fair. I feel like you probably don't like me either.
Fucking incredible. It is like, if Church Girl really hits because I am at that place in my life of like building a new foundation for myself and all that. If I wasn't at that place in my life, America Has a Problem would be number one. And so...
yeah, that one touched you on a different level.
I feel strongly about this fucking song. It is, and I have not stopped saying to literally anybody in my vicinity,
no,
whatever they're gonna do, what they want. Oh, yes, and the no. Did you see that tweet about Beyonce said it like the twins was in the studio touching shit?
No.
I'm gonna find that tweet.
That is very funny.
Yes. And so now when I listen, every time I hear it, it's like, no.
It's that second no. It's that second one that's like very mom. That's it's hilarious.
Like I got Sir together and then here come Rumi touching something else. No. Like it's so good, bitch. IBP on my back, double G's on my dash. Nigga, I'm bad. That's what I love. That's my favorite part because I always say it like I'm trying to get a nigga to understand, like, I'm not whatever good little prissy, sweet girl you thought I was. Like, nigga, I'm bad.
Yeah.
I'm bad. And you can't get no higher than this.
No. That's what I had to say to this white bitch this weekend when we was at this party, and she gonna say to my friend, like, oh, you have, what she said to like a group of us, you guys are so high, you have such a nice ass. She go, first of all, tried to grab my friend's butt while saying, can I touch your butt? He was like, let me say yes first.
Send her to jail.
Levi said, you let me say yes before you whatever.
Send her
but
to
he
prison.
was kind, and she was like, can I smack your butt? He let her do it. Then she go turn to me and say, can I smack your ass? I said, no. I'm not friendly, bitch.
Ever since I saw that tweet, I cannot hear that song in any other way. It's what I visualize
I'm not going to be able
time.
to either.
Right. And I do the mom finger every time. I'll be like, no.
Ooh, Link is triggered.
Link said, wait a minute, what the fuck? I'm laying here, nigga. What the fuck did I do?
Done anything. I'm just sitting here.
I love it because as soon as we like catch our breath from America Has a Problem, here come pure goddamn honey. Again, Link said, why am I being included in this narrative? Please leave me alone.
She's like, oh God, can I go?
So again, when I say strictly for the Ligga Bigga Tiggas,
Kevin Aviance, Mike Hugh, Kevin Prodigy.
Woo! I'm sorry. It is the ball song. It is. If there was a song for the gays from Beyonce, this is it. 100%. Somebody layered this over a video of
many things, but
I was gonna say, right, let me not even act like it's been more than one person, but I have just been at this point in the album, I'm like, spiritually, I'm almost worn out. I think it's a video of Naomi, like, you know, death dropping and everything to the floor, like, which is the one I'm thinking of, but it's
called a dip.
It made me, you know what this song did for me? It made me want to go back to the club, which is not something
that I felt. Is powerful, bitch.
Say it, because you know me. COVID and monkeypox is out here. I have no interest in being around you niggas.
Sans disease.
I still don't want to be around you whores.
Without illness and plague, this bitch don't go.
When everything was wide open, niggas would be like, we got VIP. Come through. And I'm like, no, I think I'm at home. Sorry, I'm in the bed. This makes me want to go back to the fucking club and risk it all. It's just so good. It's so fucking good. And as much as I like Pure, I like it even better when it transitions into Honey. Because then Beyonce just gets nasty as shit. Just disgusting.
The whole thing for me, I fear I will not be able to get y'all to understand how much I love this motherfucking song. How so much of my being, my fandom, and my journey with this artist has led me to this crossroad. And it is painted in gold. Gold, bitch. Mm-hmm. Gold.
That's right.
The Color of Honey.
Honey and gold.
This song is so goddamn gay, bitch.
Yeah, this song is gay as shit. There's no getting around it. It is homosexual through and fucking through. I want a pet just to name that nigga Miss Honey. Just so I can say, Miss Honey!
It's so specific to ballroom, to a culture that has fed the dolls for decades.
Yeah.
Okay? Literally draped y'all, dressed y'all, guided y'all, and been given little to no credit or acknowledgement for it until recent.
Yeah.
You know, now we have Pose and Legendary and other things where, you know, some of y'all are catching the fuck up. It is such a beautiful thing to see. It is like that this song just shoots up and down my spinal cord in a way that I just cannot put words to. When that bitch says, I can't get through. Should I go? 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 Right. By that point.
And then here go Beyonce. You can be both. Meet in the middle. Dance all night. Bitch, are you kidding me?
Oh my God, Beyonce, what the fuck is your problem, bitch?
It's so good. No matter what mood I'm in, this song can turn it around.
And then here I
am.
am.
Be feeling like absolute hell. This song will turn it around every fucking time.
Magically appeared back in my skates. I'm back on the road.
Yes.
Because honey,
come on.
It's sex. It's hair. It's glitter. It's motherfucking spandex.
Yep.
It's lace.
It is. That cheap spandex, she looks a mess. All of that. It's perfect. Pure Honey, I honestly was like, Beyonce, it's the end of the album. You're supposed to be winding down. Why are you still playing with my goddamn emotions? This is the problem. She don't turn you loose. The whole album, you might get one or two chances to take a fucking breath, and then she is right back to stomping the oxygen out of your fucking lungs. And what are you going to do about it but sit there and be like, oh yes, repeat, play all. I'd like some more, please. This is what this bitch does on this album. I've not been capable of breathing.
For her to include a sample of Miss Honey.
Miss Honey! I have been doing so much behind that fucking song.
Moi, Renee. The drag queen that became an instant meme, I think, before we knew what memes were.
Yep.
With Miss Honey. And I already caught, many of us caught that reference that is somewhere locked in this secret bag of visual goodies that Beyonce has underneath her belt and her garters. I saw her recreate that video, that Miss Honey video of Lady Renee's performance. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this project, bitch. I might go into cardiac arrest at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be during videos. I don't know if it's gonna be during tour, but it's just too much. It's too specific. This song literally called me a faggot and walked away with my eyelashes.
And then we go into Summer Renaissance, which is like, this album came out at the perfect time. It was just perfect. The back half of the summer, gays is going to stretch summer out until they can no longer wear hoochie daddy shorts outside. That is simply a fact. Summer won't end until the end of September. And this song is like, I literally was like, Beyonce can't be serious like right now. Like physically, mentally, I'm almost exhausted. Like I'm almost drained. I feel like I would be much more enthusiastic about these songs if the other 15 hadn't beat my ass the way they did on the way here. It's like, I just feel like Summer Renaissance is the perfect, like, girl, find your solo cup. We finna dance. We finna party. Let go. Relax. Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna house you. All that bullshit. I don't have no fucking spouse. It don't matter. I'm still gonna make you take my name and attach your ring like we finna party all the way, sexy motherfucker. That's like we finna fucking party, let loose, have a good ass goddamn time while we can.
I want to say,
woo! This bitch.
Once again, the reason why I believe that Beyonce does not even realize that she has personally been serving me and in a time that I need it. I Feel Love by Donna Summer is not only my favorite Donna Summer song.
Go off.
It's one of my favorite songs, period. And I have been listening to I Feel Love. I shit you not, hand to heart, then to God. I have listened to this song no less than 3 to 4 times a week for the past 8 months. I listen to that song all of the time. Right. So for her to not only sample it and sing over it and end what is, again, likely going to remain my favorite Beyonce album, for her to end it with one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. It was too much.
Ma'am, thank you.
It was literally too much. And my problem is that once it gets to America Has a Problem, I have to listen to the rest of the songs uninterrupted. Like, I'm not capable of skipping through Pure Honey or Summer Renaissance. And then once we double back around, because of course it's on a continuous loop, to I'm That Girl, it's just resetting the whole mood. So now I have to re-listen to the whole goddamn album. That's literally my thought process. It's like, oh, well, we've started Cozy, therefore we must listen through at least track 12. Like, why? I don't know. But I will just say, we have said many times that we constantly wonder how Beyonce can top herself. Like, how does the artistry continue to improve? How does the creativity continue to progress? And every goddamn time, this bitch does something that I could not anticipate and that I really needed. If you don't connect with Beyonce's music, if it don't mean something to you, then you and I are not going to have the same understanding of these albums. And that is fine. But this bitch was really talking to me with this shit. She really fucking was. And I really fucking needed it. And when I tell you I bawled like a stupid little bitch and I got up and danced and acted a fool and screamed and shouted and let it all out to this goddamn album, like, she took me through it. All the ups and downs, I felt it all. And I continue to feel it every time I listen to it. Like I said, not just my favorite Beyonce album, but her best work, in my opinion.
I'm just going to go ahead and stand beside you on that sentiment. This album has worked my puss.
I cannot breathe.
I just trust this woman. I just do.
Yeah.
The fact that she was like, here's a song, here's a date, see you then. I had no stress, concern, anxiety. I didn't listen to the leak even.
Oh no, absolutely not. I didn't listen to no leak.
I was like,
absolutely not.
I know that this album on the 29th of July is going to serve me. I don't know exactly how. I don't know exactly when, Lord. It's going to really bring me out of the darkness.
Yeah.
But I know that she's going to do her thing. I'm just going to sit here and wait.
Yeah, no, fuck.
First listen was an ascension.
Fuck everything else.
This is Act 1.
Yeah. This is Act 1. What the fuck do you mean, Beyonce? What the fuck? And that's another thing the gays can't stop speculating about. What the fuck are Acts 2 and 3?
Now, some people think that Act 2 is the visual, and Act 3 is the tour.
Perhaps.
Some people think Act 2 is a new project and this is like a trilogy of music. I've heard some people say that Act 2 could be like country. Because I think that they did say that like she was working on a country album or something like that too.
I won't even let myself get my hopes up because you know how I felt when Daddy Lessons came out. So I'm not even finna do that to myself.
I know. And I understand why that is so specific to you. Bitch.
It is. That's for me.
Even
That's
when this bitch drops a country album, you better pick up the phone.
It will be for niggas in the
because
Southwest.
I'm going to need proof of life.
I'm going to have to call you back. It's going to be for the country
You
niggas.
better at least tap back a heart the day that album comes back because I'm going to be concerned for your safety, bitch.
Yeah, no, that's valid. It's valid because that will, I can't imagine identifying with the Beyonce project more than I do this one. But I've said that shit before. And what does that bitch continue to do?
Snatch.
Blow my goddamn mind. So.
Blow you out the water, bitch.
You know, if Act 2 is whatever visuals and then 3 is the tour, or if it's 2 more albums, no matter what it is that she's doing, no matter if this is like her last hurrah, as some people are speculating, like niggas are filling in the blanks on a lot of this shit. And that's fine. That's public people. That's the public. That's what they're going to do. I don't care because what she is giving me is more than enough. What she has done is more than enough.
I'm full. I'm full.
Not only am I
gluttonous.
full, I cannot stop eating. Like, I cannot stop ingesting this album. I go a few hours without listening to it, and then it's time to turn it on again. It's just time to turn it on again.
I am an addict.
It's just time. It's just time to do that. Wake up in the morning. It's just time to turn it on.
I engorge myself with this music.
Yes.
I cannot stop. I don't give a
so
fuck
much.
What Act 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6 are, bitch. Act 2 could be her ivory white painted toenail clippings in a disco ball. And I will say thanks at this point.
And I would live.
Because this shit
yeah,
is just a beautiful, shining light. It's just an amalgam of everything I love about Beyonce, blackness, music, queerness, and it just works my nips. Thank you, Beyonce, bitch. You have no idea.
You really don't. I needed this shit so bad, girl.
How much I needed
so much.
this project.
Yeah.
None like my fave. I don't know what yours be doing, and I hope that you're having a great time with them. But me, full.
But as for me, like, Beyonce is my favorite artist and has been for a reason, and she continues to renew that reason. I'm not holding on for nostalgia's sake. Every time this bitch does something else, I connect. Every time she puts something else out, it resonates. Like, I cannot say enough good things. And this shit has been out for 3 fucking weeks. And I'm still obsessed. I am obsessed with this fucking album. So thank you, girl. Just thank you. Thank you, Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir for letting her put it out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Johnny. Thank you, Solange. Thank you, Miss Tina, who tried to tell this bitch that it was plenty fine long time ago and she was still tweaking and adding new shit to it because she's Beyonce and so of course she was.
Yes.
Thank you to every hater-ass, flip-flopping ass bitch who couldn't decide how they felt about the album till other people said how they felt about it because I saw y'all's fake sorry asses talking about it. And I just want to say that's another thing while I'm going to just dive on off into this side topic. A lot of y'all was talking cash shit about the album when you heard the leak, but then when it came out, all of a sudden you was changing your goddamn tune and it was great and wonderful and miraculous and incredible. And I just...
Interesting.
You know, Monday I'm rated, Tuesday on my dick. It's literally how you girls are.
How does it,
my opinion.
How does it feel to be read on the song?
Of a lot of you, yeah. How does it feel to listen to the song and know she's talking about you?
I know she's talking directly to you.
But you're still getting your life because it's still great. That's sad for y'all. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody involved, everybody influenced. Even Khalees, thank you for throwing that tantrum for no reason because it just brought more attention to an incredible work of art. And I'm just, I'm sated. And honestly, I can't wait for us to get off of this damn phone so I can listen to it again.
So I can listen to it again.
So I can go back to my work of listening to Renaissance.
I listened to it prior. I'm listening to it post.
And I'm listening to it again, right?
As soon
as we're done.
I mean, to all of the girls on the album, Grace Jones. We didn't even talk about that fucking Break My Soul remix. Let's talk about it next week.
Oh, yeah. We'll get back to it.
Everybody. Honey Dijon, Beam,
mm-hmm.
Aubrey,
T.S. Madison, of course.
T.S. Madison, all of the girls.
Yeah. Congratulations, everybody, because it's so good. What a love letter to Black queer people when we really fucking needed one. Thank you so much.
Yes. Amen. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of The Read.
Yeah. You can find us in all the usual places at This Is The Read, thisistheread.com. Thank you again for all the love and support you sent over our break. It did not go unnoticed. For the rest of you, I got something for y'all's asses next week. And other than that...
Oh, there's the rest of us?
There's something for the rest of these bitches. But like I said, it can wait.
I also would love to say thank you once again to everyone for the very same thing. It has meant the world. I have felt like an immense pressure to get back to work. I'm trying to, while getting back into what I love to do, which is this and many other things, I'm working on fulfilling myself as Greg and not just Kid Fury and loving on me. And I'm really, really, really grateful for those of y'all who have been patient with us during this time. It means a lot. And I'm still doing that work. So I hope that you can continue to be patient with us. And last but not least, rap shit. HBO Max.
Finally!
There's a little show on HBO Max right now. It's called Rap Shit.
Nigga!
It is created by a wonderful individual by the name of Issa Rae. You may know her from
if you've heard of her,
critically acclaimed series called Insecure, several movies, best-selling books, and things of that nature. Shout out to her. Shout out to an amazing, equally amazing and talented showrunner by the name of Sarita Singleton. If you haven't been watching the show, you can catch up with it now on HBO Max. It is a love letter to Miami and to Black women and to rap music. And this week's episode...
It's hilarious.
This week's episode 6, I actually have the pleasure of co-writing with our lead, Aida Osman, who plays Shauna in the show. So this week's episode is actually like my episode. So check it out if you haven't already. It's a fun time. I'm excited about it. And, you know, we love the girls. Seduce and Scheme. Hey.
First of all, as soon as I saw that song available for streaming, I said, Issa Wood.
Oh, you know. And there's more to come.
Said, let's just go right ahead.
Yeah. Say the fuck less.
But I adore rap shit. When I saw you playing a heterosexual, I literally fell out of my body.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Out of my body. But the show is great. You're great on it. And we are eternally proud of you, friend.
Thank you.
I hope you can feel that. I hope you can feel all the love coming your way because of rap shit, because you really did that. And yeah, I'm just, I'm happy to be back. But like I said before, nothing is worth our lives. And I will always feel that way about us. I will always feel that way over what we do. I will care more about us.
I have the best friend / co-host, and I'm very, very grateful. So with that, bitches, it's time for more Beyonce, like we said.
It is. We're leaving so we can go listen.
Many of you are about to go do the same, as you should.
Yeah.
So I believe we will speak to you girls next week.
That's right. Take care of yourselves, whores, and we'll see y'all next time.